It is 6:09 p.m. February 20th, 2022. Calling my dad to talk to my children. He said I could. They don't like it when I call on video, and they don't like it when I record. Don't understand why. I have it recorded saying I could call too, so. Hey, can I talk to Jacob? Please. Hey, buddy. What up, Jake? What's up?
I'm just waiting.
And so you know, yes, I am recording. I'm gonna be recording from here on out. If you don't want to talk on record, then we just won't talk. Because everything, it's kind of like an officer. When an officer pulls you over, it's for your safety and my safety. That way, nobody can lie, including me. Look, I want you to learn something. If you're doing nothing wrong, you have no issue with the camera recording. Now, I'm not talking about you. Anybody that hides from a camera is doing wrong.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, I just want to tell you I love you. I'm not mad at you. I don't think you've done anything wrong. You're my favorite son. You're my only son, but you're still my favorite son. And Olivia's my favorite daughter. She's my only daughter, I think, but she's still my favorite daughter for now. If I have another one, then I have two favorite daughters, but yeah.
How's that one?
What?
Made sure you can't have two favorites.
I still can't hear you. Hold on, let me put you on Bluetooth, because I'm sure it's going to get loud around me. Hold on one second. I like the hat, dude. Where'd you get it?
I bought it at Dirt Cheap.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Cool. What are you doing?
This.
I love it. Hey, bud. I want to tell you I'm sorry, too, for like getting mad at you about the swastika stuff. I'm not mad about the swastika or the Confederate flag or none of that, because I like the Confederate flag, you know that. I'm mad at the white supremacist. Any person that's a white supremacist, I don't like. If they think that white people are above black people or other races, they're crap. I like the flag though, and I like the swastika and all that because it's history. So I'm wanting to encourage you to continue looking at that stuff. I'm very proud of you. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
But I just want you to know, in Alabama, they still run this state where they don't tell the truth on the news. So be careful with the news. The news is used by the government, our crooked government. The government's our enemy. The government uses the news to brainwash people. And I want you to remember that. Your daddy's going to be a freedom fighter to the day I die. I know some things might not make sense right now, but don't ever let religion, Christianity, Muslim, Islam, any of that, don't ever let religion, that's all it is. Christianity's religion too. Don't ever let religion control the way you want to live. If it makes you happy, you do it. Don't worry what these people say in these churches. You trust in God, in that Bible, you pray, and you stay in that Bible to Yahweh. The churches are crooked. I know, I see it daily. But there's good people in them too, though, like Pastor Larry Flowers. He'll tell you the same thing. I want you to meet him one day. He'll tell you these Sunday churches are crooked. It's the mark of the beast. And I have a right to tell you that. If anybody cuts off this conversation for saying that, then there's something wrong in that. Because this is America. We're allowed to have our beliefs. We're allowed to have a difference of opinion. Anybody that cuts it off is a supremacist. Anybody that cuts off that conversation is a dictator. And the Bible does not approve of that. Even you, if you disagree with what I believe, that's cool. You're fine to do that. But I'm fine to have my belief too. And obviously Yahweh is behind me because your daddy's still alive. They can't take me out. So how's your day been?
Good.
What are you doing? What are you drawing? Cool. You plan to travel the world one day with me?
No.
Why not?
Because I want to go to Russia and learn another language.
I just said travel the world with me. I'd like to go with you.
I would not like to go to Russia. No. So no.
You just said you're going to Russia, but you don't want me to go with you.
No, I said I'm not going to Russia.
Oh, you're not. Okay. I want to go to Israel.
Okay.
Well, we can do that together. Hey, did you know when you go to Israel and you meet actually true believers in Yeshua, they're going to condemn the Sunday church? I've met some, and they call it pagan. They call it evil. Our Western churches, they actually call evil. God's people call this evil here. They lie to us on the news, Jacob. I'm telling you the truth. We're lied to, we're manipulated. Who do you think comes after your dad? It's white supremacists and it's church people. And including your Aunt Crystal, but I ain't supposed to go into all that right now. We'll talk about that later, when I'm not going to be cut off. I just want you to know this, Jacob. I want to tell you two things. I want you to be you. Do what makes you happy. Don't ever worry about or let the church beliefs or other people's beliefs of the Bible or the government ever control what makes you happy. When you do that, this is the second part, they will come after you, they will harass you, and they will try to make you obey them through harassment. They call it their punishment or their chastising. What it is they're devil people doing devilish stuff. So just know that. Do you, do what you believe in, trust in Yahweh, and know the world will come at you. And they will lie on your name. Son, I met a 68-year-old woman yesterday going through the same thing as me. It's on my YouTube. Whenever you get a chance, go to my YouTube. She's 68 on a walker and handicapped. And they're abusing her the same way they abuse me. It's not schizophrenia, it's not drugs, it's not alcohol. So anybody telling you that's lying to you. Go to my YouTube page and watch it. There's elderly being abused just like your dad in Dothan because they don't bow down to the Christian faith. And watch my video, you'll hear her say it. They're abusing a 68-year-old woman. They're abusive. And I refuse to bow down to the establishment, and I refuse to bow down to the government. Never will I. They're gonna have to kill your daddy, and they can't seem to touch me yet.
Dad.
Well, you made new games on Roblox?
Me, Dad, listen.
Huh?
Dad, listen. Never will I give you up.
Never will I let you down.
Say goodbye. Never gonna make.
Never gonna hurt you.
You know the rules.
Hey, that song is pretty good though, man. Music back then, Jacob, was real music. That's when they made actually good music. Hey, whenever you get a chance, Google Dirty Dancing album. That's got a lot of good music on it. I think you might like it.
Dirty Dancing.
That's the name of it. It's a movie. It says, ask Nina Pop about it. It's a good, it's from the, I think, late 80s maybe, or early 80s.
I know. It sounds weird saying that.
Well, it's because they consider Dirty Dancing when a guy and a woman would rub up against each other's body dancing. That's why they called it that. Because you know these Christian folk like to judge everybody and anything opposite of their 6 feet apart, please, and hold each other's hands and, oh my gosh, they kissed, they're going to hell.
I think those are Muslims.
No, that's Christians, Jacob. Better look it up online. Better look at the old videos. They've changed a little bit, but the biggest persecutor in the world has been the Christian church from day one.
Hey, Dad.
What?
They persecute the most, and they also get persecuted.
They persecuted Yeshua. The Christian church killed him. The Sunday church killed him. They don't like that. They want everybody to think it's everybody. It ain't everybody. It's the false religious system that killed him. I'm not a part of that. I'm part of God's church. I'm opposite of them. That's why the world comes at your dad. And they try to blame it on drugs, and then when I get on point about it, yep, that right there, what you're drawing, it's the Illuminati. The Christian church is the Illuminati part of it. Freemasons. I'm not against you talk about it no more, son. Talk up against it, study it. They're gonna come at you, but trust in Yahweh. The Freemasons are evil. Shriners are evil. The government's evil. The Sunday church is evil, in my belief. I have a right to tell you that. Think about it. Your daddy went to their churches and would sit there calmly, peacefully, not saying nothing, reading my Bible, and they'd call the cops on me. That's the devil. So that means the devil's involved with them. Every church at Level Plains did it to me. And they were all Baptists. And I don't know why we used to get cut off, and I'll tell you this. I have a right as an American citizen to tell you that. I'm not telling you nothing wrong. That's religious views, again, trying to control me. I just want you to know this, so when you get older, you do the same thing. Stand up for your beliefs, no matter how many is against you. That makes you a soldier.